Do you use, oh God, and Jesus Christ as a swear word? This is the story, Oh God, from my book, God's Wake-Up Call by Nancy Hilton. Oh my God, she exclaimed. For God's sake, don't let this happen to me. She implored God in a way that she knew how, but this time she really was trying to talk to God. Carol worked hard at her job in the videotaping division of the television news department. She was in charge of the final product before it was shown on television. Every day she came to work, not knowing what the latest tragedy would be. She watched the video and corrected or shortened it to fit the new schedule. Was the news too long or too short? Was it too wordy or just right? She edited, fixed, then timed it to fit its slot. Every time she had a glitch, she'd say, oh God. She used this term a lot as if it had no meaning at all. It was just something to say when she got frustrated. Then when she was really mad or upset with someone or a situation, she would say, Jesus Christ. These terms were as common to her as hello. She said them without thinking. But one day, a tape came in from a major highway accident. It had just happened, and the people involved were so mangled she could not see who they were. As usual, she started the video on her timer. She was glancing away, but something caught her eye. It was the car. Her husband had one just like it. She looked closer and saw the license plate. It was her husband's car. She sat stunned in front of the machine as the video played on. Its dispassionate resonance echoed in her mind. Oh, God, she said, with tears streaming down her cheeks. No, please, God, no. Who was this God she was talking to? The one so casually dismissed before, or the one she asked help from? She found the crew that filmed the accident to find out what happened to the people inside. They were killed, crushed inside of their car. They, she said? One of them was my husband. Oh God, they said, we're so sorry. But who else was killed? They did not know, but there was another person, a woman. Carol talked further with them and found out where her husband was taken. She walked into the darkened corridor toward the area where the bodies were located. She saw her husband first and then the other person. Who was she? Someone he worked with? How did the accident happen? All sorts of thoughts coursed through her mind, unwanted thoughts. The police officer approached her and asked her quietly to identify herself. After looking at her intently, he told her that her husband was a victim of a drive-by shooting. The killer, unknown, was long gone. The woman was not in her husband's car, but was actually driving the car next to him. Both cars careened off the road and landed in a heap at the bottom of a hill. Both people were killed instantly. The woman was married with 2 young children. It was just one of those everyday deaths that she saw in the video, one of those common occurrences she had gotten used to seeing. She had seen so many that she'd become numb. But why her husband? He was such a good man, and now it was too late for him to live his life. Oh God, she moaned, not thinking about the meaning of her statement. Oh God. It is my prayer that these stories will challenge you to think about the different aspects of your life. You can find links to these stories in the description. Now, I'm also a watercolor artist and decided that after my miracle, I needed to include Jesus Christ in my paintings. That's why I created my website, hiltonartist.com, so you could actually download any of these watercolors for your personal use for free.